Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Today, we're back for another trade recap. It is Monday, April 14th, 2025. And, yeah, today we didn't get a full win, but, we are in profit today. And guess what? I'm going to follow my rules, and I'm stopped. I am stopped. Today, I'm actually rather happy with myself, happy with the trade. It was a perfect take. I followed literally every single one of my rules. I was very in tune with my mental over the weekend. I recalibrated and back tested and really honed in on what I was looking for and reviewed my rules. And, here we are. Followed it, super strict. It was super easy. Didn't even have to think about it. Let's get right into it. So this trade was after open, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after open. We opened up and had swept buy side on the higher time frame. And then we had like another little mini sweep on the 1 minute, and then we just kind of dumped down. And honestly, this would have been a really good short, but the only reason I didn't take it was because, well, one, I was still getting on the charts around that time, so I didn't have enough time to like analyze and really see it and take it in the correct moment. But also, the fair value gaps were a little bit higher time frame. Like, I would have had to take this on like a 3 minute or a 5 minute, which I don't have as much screen time doing. So, like, I know how it works, but generally it's still a little bit outside of my comfort zone to take it like a 3 or a 5 minute inverse. So I didn't take it, which is perfectly fine. And then I wanted to, since I was originally looking for longs today, I was like, okay, well, since we're dumping, at some point we'll leave a swing high and then we can retrace to 50%. And we had a sweep on the higher time frame of some sell side. I was like, okay. So then I dropped down to the 1 minute, and what I'm looking for after a higher time frame sweep of any kind is a resweep on a lower time frame where I'm looking for an entry. So we swept this low on the 15 minute to the left, and then I dropped down to the 1 minute, and you can see we bounced out of a 1 minute fair value gap, come back down and sweep the low, and we had a perfect candle, huge wick, and then an instant break through the fair value gap, which is where I took my entry. This is literally textbook. This is exactly what I'm looking for every single day. I took it, and we were bouncing out of a higher time frame PD array to the left as well. So literally A+ setup. Break even was obvious, and it was just an A+ trade. However, price decided to chop, which is not something we can control. Usually, like 8 times out of 10, this is a guaranteed take profit hit, and actually we did hit take profit on this, but it was after a hell of a lot of chop, and after we already got moved to break even and then stopped. So nothing we can really do there, but I'm honestly not upset about it. I'm happy with what trade I took. I'm happy with the fact that I followed my rules, and I'm happy with being green on the day. It's nice, and I get to walk away, even though I only made like $70 on I took 3 micros on this, but even though I only came out with $70, that's still $70, and it's not really about how much, it's about the fact that I was right. And I know, like, wherever you are in your journey, you've either realized this yourself, or you're in the process of realizing this, or you haven't even dabbled much into the psychological side of things yet. But being right in this is 10 times more valuable than thinking about how much money you're going to make. because as soon as you know how to be right consistently, the money will follow. So here's the charts live right now. As you can see, coming into this morning, I saw we had this huge void here. New week opening gap, which I have marked out. But so my initial plan coming into the morning was I wanted this high to be taken, and then we kind of like retrace and then go take these highs, and then we would probably at that point bounce out of this huge fair value gap here on the left. And what we ended up doing was we swept this high on ES and NQ, pretty sure, yeah. And then we ended up bouncing out of like a 15-minute. So it wasn't like the worst short, but I don't know, just this 15 minutes is so far away, and yes, this is within the PD array, so it's like technically a better sweep, but I don't know. Anyway, then we come down, and you can see this is a 15-minute chart. We kind of just dump down, take out some sell side here. All these, this is like really smooth on the 1 minute. We take this and we retrace. So then I'm like, okay, we're bouncing out of this 15-minute. We retraced, left a huge wick on this downwards candle. So let me drop down. So I drop down, and you can see exactly what I was looking for. We got the higher time frame sweep on the left, and we go up to break even. This is where I put my break even after this already happened, but go up here, bounce out of this 1 minute fair value gap right here, come back down, sweep, a mini sweep again, perfect candle close, and then another perfect candle close right above this fair value gap right here. This is where I took my entry, and yeah, it looked exactly like this. I was targeting the 0.5, which was like right here-ish, but then I was like, this high looks pretty juicy, so I put my stop kind of like 40 points-ish right there, and you can see price goes up, hits break even, and I also took off, I scaled 1 micro here, just in case we did hit break even, and we did. And so it came back down, and you can see it where my execution sold right at that break even, and then sold right at break even. So and my entry here, and yeah, we just kind of chopped around for like 10 minutes, and then we finally got the pump that we wanted to see initially. But these are scenarios where I don't know, like, the safe side of me knows that going break even here is 9 times out of 10 the right move no matter what. But had I not moved to break even, I would have hit full TP here. There's just no real telling, you know, and it's just one of those things that's gonna happen. It's just bound to happen. I know Dodgy, you might know him. He's a successful inverse fair value gap trader. He has this whole curriculum, but you should check him out on YouTube if you don't know him already. But he took an inverse off of this, so he had a higher entry than I did, but he ended up catching just 3 clean candles, which works. But I just don't know what his thought process is on entering off of an inverse that looks like this. Like, to me, this just could be chop still, but maybe his screen time just tells him something that I'm not seeing. But anyway, full TP was hit. It is what it is. We came back up to first presented fair value gap. There's also a 3-minute overlapping here. We retraced. ES took out this low. SMT inverse this. I thought about taking this, but I just, I don't know. I didn't want to like risk anything else today. I was already happy that I followed my rules, and we didn't really have like yes, this was internal liquidity on 5 minute, but we're not like bouncing out of anything other than this, and I don't even know if on ES this 50-minute lines up the same way. Yeah, no, it would be right here somewhere, but so yeah, that was the trade today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys had a good day today. It looks like the markets are starting to slow down a little bit. I know it's Monday and we only have like a yellow folder at 1 o'clock, but yeah, looks like the markets are coming back to a little bit more of a normal volatility, but you never know. So just stay prepared for anything, I guess. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to a strong week this week. So stay tuned and have a good week, guys.